Hi ladies, my name is Carlin Craig and I wanted to post a video today to specifically welcome you to the page. This last week was absolutely insane for our team. Monday alone we added 49 consultants, and throughout the whole week we've added a total of 68 new consultants. So there are a lot of you out there who are either waiting on your kit or just recently got it. You might be peeing your pants a little bit. What did I just get myself into? Others of you are probably super excited and ready to get this thing going. So now that we have added so many people, I just wanted to take a minute to do this video. I'm probably not going to hit everything that I want to hit, but at least it'll kind of be a nice icebreaker and maybe stimulate some conversation on the page. What I'd like to do is talk to you about launch parties today. Your launch party is your very first party. It can be online or in-home. I do suggest you doing an in-home party because it's kind of the bread and butter of Jamberry, because you get to show what you're doing. You get to actually have your friends and family members put them on. It gets you in front of people so you can practice your own show, kind of. Plus, it's best to do this with friends and family because you will be nervous, you will have hiccups, but who better to do it in front of than the people who love you most. So, yes, schedule your launch party as soon as you can. And then I'm going to go over a little bit of how I run an in-home party. So I typically like to show up for my hostess probably about 30 minutes in advance so I can set up everything and talk with her a little bit. And if she has not tried nail wraps yet, I will have her put on a sample so she knows what she's doing, because later in the night as things progress, you're going to move on to checkout time, placing orders with your guests. So you can actually leave her at the sample table and she can continue showing the product and helping her friends put on the product as well. Okay, so what I do after I've set up and we're all ready to go and guests are starting to arrive, be sure that you greet everyone, because they need to know who the consultant is and identify you so they can ask questions if they have them, or just talk to you about the product. Don't hide in the corner is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, so then once I have everybody gathered, I like to have them gather in the living room. Not necessarily around the table with all the samples, because they will be so distracted they won't hear anything that you have to say. So we start out. I kind of give my name, my spiel, how I found Jamberry, how long I've been in it, just a little bit about how much I love it. I do my 30-second commercial, which is something that will be good for you to put together. Just a little bit about the wraps, why you like them, maybe a little bit about the company, just whatever you're most comfortable with. And I think I have mine posted on the page, but I'll post it if it's not there. So I have them all gathered, and I've given my little spiel, and then I'll typically have them go around and give me their name. I'll have them tell me what they usually do with their nails. Do they wear acrylics? Do they get them done professionally? Do they do absolutely nothing with them because they don't have time? And then typically what colors they lean towards, so you can know if they like the wild colors or if they're more neutral, just to kind of better help you work with them later. Once everyone has introduced themselves, then I will pass out the catalogs. Mainly because in the beginning I want them to listen to me and not to be, have their faces in the catalogs. So at this point I'll pass everything out. Excuse me, let me get a catalog real quick. So I'll have my catalog, my order form, and my host join brochure. And what I will do now is ask them to take out the host join brochure and we'll play a little game. I like to play bingo, and I think I have this on the page as well. I'll upload it if I don't, because I like to get them into the material at this point. I like to have them looking at wraps and checking out, some of their favorite colors and designs. So what I'll have them do is I'll have them fill this sheet out with their 8 favorite designs, but I have them use the host join brochure, because if you have a party of 7 to 10 people and they are picking their designs out of the catalog, you will name off nail wraps for an hour and a half before anyone gets bingo. So I suggest using the host join brochure, because you still get them in the material and you actually get them looking at better material than the catalog, actually, because they'll see the compensation plan, they'll see the starter kit, and you might walk away with more recruits this way. So we play bingo. Plus, then they have their 8 top wraps, and they're buy 3 get 1 free. So who knows? Once we play the game, then typically what I'll do, I do the left and right game sometimes. I did it in the beginning just because it's good. It's a good script to follow to talk about the company. It hits all the points of hosting their own party, joining your team, etc. It kind of drives me nuts a little bit because it's not written well, but if you like it, use it the first couple times, maybe change it to your own script. I usually just tell them my own story and go from there as far as recruiting and hosting. So now I'll probably have them go to the sample table and we'll do a live demonstration of application for their nail wraps. And then after you're at the sample table for a little while, I'll actually break away and leave my hostess in charge of the sample table, and I'll start working with ladies who have already migrated back to their seats and are now looking at the catalog and working on their order. Now, while they're at the sample table, during the setup, I'll usually put up signs like this. The buy 3 get 1 free, also little package deals, so it starts to get their mind rolling as to what they might want to order. Another sign that I usually put up, and this is just a dollar store frame, is for the lacquer, fun stuff like that to kind of get the wheels rolling. Okay, so once I sit down to go through the checkout, I wanted to go over the order sheet because this is probably what gave me the most palpitations in the beginning, working with the money and the order side of it. This is your order sheet, and I like to highlight the 4th line and label it as free so they can actually have a visual of how many wraps that is. And then always have them fill out this information up here so you can touch base with them. I typically try to touch base within 2 weeks just to make sure they've got their wraps. Have they tried them? Because you will not believe how many people just kind of throw them in their bathroom drawer and never try them. They might need some motivation to get them on. Make sure you add your information down here. And I always highlight this point as well because as I'm going through the checkout, it reminds me to ask them, are you interested in this opportunity, or do you want to host a party of your own? Because then if they say no, they say no, but at least I've asked them, because 9 times out of 10 they're not going to come to you and beg you for a party. So and then down here is their payment information. Okay, so when you are going through the checkout, when you're calculating how much their order will cost, you will add their subtotal, which is everything from up here. Add their subtotal, you will add shipping and handling, and then you will calculate your tax, whether that be 7% or whatever it is for the city that you're in. Shipping and handling just changed. Some of you might get old order forms. It's not $2.99 anymore. It's a $3.99 flat rate because of the lacquers. They're a little more expensive to ship, so they figured it would be easier just to have a $3.99 charge, and that would be it. Now, if a party is over $150, it is free shipping as well. And then with bulk orders, that changes too because you're spreading the shipping amongst party members. Okay, so then you will calculate your sales tax after you've added your subtotal and your shipping and handling, and then you'll have your overall total. You can take credit card, and what you'll have to do when you enter your orders, if they pay you by check, is they will make a check out to you, and then you will deposit that check into your bank account and place their order with your card. That was inconvenient for me at first, but now I have banking through my phone, so I can scan a check and it goes directly into my account. Highly recommend that if this is the route you're going. Okay, so at the end of the night, hopefully you have a few bookings and a couple orders and you're feeling awesome about this, and you've gotten over the first big hump of having a party. I would also suggest when you go to a party, bring your calendar and have a few specified dates for parties, because if you have a hostess who's interested in having a party, but it's kind of a back and forth on dates, if you can tell her I have the next 2 Saturdays open, or this date and this date, it'll help simplify it a little bit. That's another tip I forgot to mention. Okay, so after we play the games as well, I want to go over prizes a little bit. Do not feel like you need to give away the farm. Giving a half sheet of wraps away every time you do a party or multiple times in a party will break the bank, and it'll hurt your sales too. What I typically do, I'll give them what I might call like a practice kit. And basically what this is a buffer block and alcohol swab, maybe a rice bag, and then there's a cuticle pusher and a file in here as well. And then I'll add some samples. That way they can go home and they can practice while they wait on their own order. But if you give a half sheet away, then they're probably not going to order, or they won't be as likely to order. You can also give away hand sanitizer or lotion, whatever else you'd like to, but I have personally found that this is what I like to do for prizes. And then as you progress through the night, you'll gather your orders and you'll go home and you'll place your orders through your workstation. We also have a document and files about how to redeem your hostess rewards, because that'll also probably be a very popular question in the next few weeks as everyone begins to close parties out. And maybe I'll do a video about that later. But for the meantime, this is what I do for parties. I am not a loud person. I'm not very verbose or, crazy and wild, but this is how I like to do it, and everyone has their own style. You will find your own style as well. And as we have more leaders on this page too, we might do a segment on how everyone does their own parties. But for the meantime, start thinking about your launch party date, and we'll begin kicking around ideas for how to help you do it. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you all Monday evening for the online training. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll post the link below. All right, have a good day, ladies.